We are now on the record for Thursday morning, September 16, 2021 criminal docket. And I'll start with attorney Victoria Muniz.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I have number 49 on the court's criminal docket, State of Texas versus Rosendo Perez, and he is present.
Okay, Mr. Perez, will you please unmute and announce yourself? Mr. Perez, will you please unmute yourself and announce yourself?
Yes, present.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on this case, my client has a motion to revoke that's pending. That's been worked out. He's set to plea to probation on the 20th of this month. He also has 2 misdemeanors at intake that I believe were old warrants that never got served. So I believe the prosecutors on this case are waiting to get those so that way we can take care of all of his cases at once. So we just need a little bit more time to work everything out.
Okay, so do you think October 19th is enough, or did push it further?
That should be enough time, Your Honor, because I did reach out to the prosecutors and they did say that they would be requesting that the misdemeanors get expedited.
Okay, so then we'll go ahead and you want to set it for another status?
Yes, please.
Okay, so that'll be October 19th at 9:30.
And if we do work these out to a plea, I'll call and advise your court. And if we need to get another setting, we can do that.
Okay, I'd appreciate that.
Thank you. That's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may, and so may your client.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
Likewise, Attorney Juan Tijerina.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on number 37, Your Honor, on the court's criminal docket.
Good morning, sir. All right.
It is Michaela Lara, Judge, CR 21-02817I. We're here for a status. It's my understanding that my client hasn't complied with condition of the mobile breath device.
Yes, sir. Okay. Michaela Lara, are you present?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning. Ms. Lara, we set you up today for a status conference because I received a report from your vendor that you had some alcohol violations on your device. So I'm going to give the probation officer an opportunity to put that on the record and notify your attorney as to what your violations are. Ms. Soto?
Okay.
Your Honor, she has a mobile device with Smart Start, and the report for the past month indicated she had 56 skip tests.
Okay, does she have any alcohol violations?
No, Judge, there was no alcohol. It was just a skip test.
Okay,
Judge, and I have discussed this with my client, Your Honor, when it came to my attention. My client's saying that she's having problems taking the test because of her employment. So I would ask the court for consideration probably on changing that window, if that's a possibility.
okay. So is this the first time that I admonished Ms. Lara, Ms. Soto, do you recall?
It's the first time, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Lara, this is the first time that I'm admonishing you. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to correct this behavior. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Skip tests are not allowed. Missed tests are not allowed. Alcohol violations are not allowed. So you need to comply with your bond conditions. And if you're having trouble with your window of testing, I will certainly give you an opportunity to modify those times with Ms. Soto.
Okay.
You will need to get a copy of your work schedule so that she can review it and you all can work out a time that we can work out a time that does work for you. I don't believe in setting you up for failure. I want you to be able to do something that I can hold you accountable for. So let's try to see if we can do that. All right, so Ms. Lara, what is your phone number?
Area code 832-710-7448.
Okay. Ms. Soto does have a docket also this afternoon. So at her earliest convenience, she will contact you and you can discuss it with her as to your windows of testing, modifying your windows of testing, okay?
Okay.
This is your first warning. The second warning, I will consider revoking your bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Tijerina?
No, Judge. Thank you very much for your consideration, Your Honor. Maybe we
Okay.
be excused.
Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna hold on. Somebody's. not muted. Okay. I'm gonna bring her back on November the 16th. It's a longer time than I usually do. However, I'm already slammed in October.
Okay, Judge. And
So-
we'll get what we need submitted. I believe this is a PTD, so we'll get that worked on. And
Okay, so then she'll come back on November the 16th at 9:30.
yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Dora Alicia Garza.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 18 and 19.
Okay,
It also has number 3, Judge, which is set for arraignment. I am not appointed on that case. I was going to see if Your Honor could consider appointing me to that as well.
okay. So then Raul Aguilar Arredondo, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, so Mr. Arredondo, you also have a new case that was just filed on CR 21-09864-I. Because Ms. Garza is appointed to your other 2 cases, I'm going to appoint her to that new case. Do you have any objections, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and get you appointed and I'll give you, do you want him to sign a waiver of arraignment or did you want me to arraign him this morning?
Judge, if he can be arraigned since he's already here, that would be good.
Okay. Raise your right hand, Mr. Arredondo. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you may lower your hand.
Okay.
In CR 21-09864-I, the state of Texas versus Raul Aguilar Arredondo, is that your true and correct name, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You're before the court on a violation of a bond or protective order, a class A misdemeanor that carries a potential penalty of up to 1 year in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand the range of punishment, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir, has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No, ma'am.
Counselor, in speaking with your client, do you find him to be mentally competent and able to assist you in his own defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will make a finding that he is competent and able to assist you in his own defense and enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. Okay, so how much time do you need on these cases?
Judge, if I can have 30 days so that I can see if we can work these out.
Okay, do you want the next setting to be a plea setting or an additional status?
I would say status. If I do need a plea, I'll go ahead and contact the court.
Okay, for status, the earliest I have is November the 16th at 9:30.
That's perfect, Judge.
Okay, if you do get it worked out between now and then, let us know. I do have earlier slots available for pleas.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, Judge, that's all I have on this case or in this court as well, Judge.
Okay, then you and your client may be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Attorney Terry Palacios.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning,
Terry
sir.
Palacios. Judge, I have number 1551 on your docket. Belen Quesada, she's on Zoom also, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Quesada, can you please announce yourself?
Present, Judge.
Okay, hold on. And that is on CR 20-02660-I and CR 20-02659-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, first of all, she may have some warrants, Judge. We're asking that those warrants be recalled, Judge. We want to set her up for a plea on these cases, Judge, in a future date. I don't have that paperwork ready, and that should take care of her felony case with a plea to these cases, Judge.
Okay. Can someone on my staff check, do we have any nice eyes on Ms. Quesada?
No, ma'am, I don't show any on her cases. No
Okay.
warrants either.
She's clear, Judge.
Thank you. I just
All
thought
right.
maybe you did, Judge.
Okay, so Ms. Quesada, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
I do.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have any reports on Ms. Quesada?
Judge, she has her analog device with Smart Start. And she did have an alcohol reading on August the 15th. It was a 0.03, Judge, at 1:37 PM.
Ms. Quesada, you know that that's unacceptable. Is that her first warning?
Yes, it is, Judge.
Okay. If you do enter into a plea agreement, as part of it, you'll end up on that interlock device or switch out to a mobile device. So if you feel like you have a problem with alcohol, then you need to get some help, okay? If not, you're not gonna make it through your probation period. So I'm gonna give you a warning for right now. I'm gonna give you a warning. And just so you're on notice that you can't be having any alcohol violations, you can't have any skip tests, you can't have any late tests, you can't have any missed tests, all right?
Understood.
Okay. Judge, how much time are you asking for?
Judge, if we can have at least 3 weeks, we should have everything ready, but
Judge, if I may.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, Judge, we emailed the paperwork to defense counsel this morning, and we give a 30-day deadline. Because if the defendant plead on these 2 misdemeanors, the felony will be dismissed, Judge.
Okay, well, I mean, the request that he's asking is within those 30
I know,
days.
I'm just fighting the court, Judge.
Okay, so then I can put you in on October 5th at 1:30. Is that good?
Should be good, yes, Judge.
No, I'm asking Judge Palacios. October 5th at 1:30, will you be ready? Oh, you're on mute, sir.
still trying to get a hang of this system, Judge, but it's been a year and a half, but I'm still learning. October 5th is fine, Judge, thank you.
Okay. October 5th at 1:30, and just a reminder, well, that's within that 30-day deadline, so she can have that felony dismissed.
Yes, I'm just gonna ask her to come in so we can sign those paperwork.
Okay, Ms. Quesada, what's a good phone number for you, ma'am?
956-450-0695.
Okay. All right, anything else on her?
That's it, Judge, and that's all I have on your docket this morning.
Okay, you and your client are excused, sir.
You have a good day, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Attorney Andre Maldonado.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have number 75, Your Honor. It's Joel Rene Villarreal, CR 20-04909I.
Okay, and is Mr. Villarreal present?
I confirm with him via text, Judge, that he is.
Okay, Joel Rene Villarreal, are you present? Mr. Villarreal, please unmute and announce yourself.
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, all right. All right, Mr. Maldonado, what is your announcement?
Yes, Judge, it's just a quick announcement. We're here to address, last time we were before this honorable court, due to some violations, my client had to make a donation to MAD. He sent me a text message confirming that he did make that contribution, Judge. He made it on, I'm showing the transaction was made for $208 on August 24th, 2021, Judge.
Okay, and Ms. Soto, do we have a current report on Mr. Villarreal?
Yes, Judge, he has no violations from the last time he was in court to now, Judge.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Villarreal, keep up the good work. And what are we gonna do with this case, Mr. Maldonado?
Judge, he's still pending some felonies. That he has not been indicted on those yet.
Okay,
I'm not sure if the state can elaborate. Maybe it's in intake already. I'm not sure if Mr. Nguyen has an update on his felonies.
Judge, it's still an intake, Judge.
okay, there's still that intake. All right, so then I'll have him come back on the earliest I have is November the 16th at 9:30, and we'll see if anything has progressed with the felonies. And that is a longer time period, Mr. Villarreal, than I'm used to giving on this. So it's a longer time period for us to keep track of you. So just continue doing what you're doing and have those 0 violations, okay?
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is a good phone number for you, sir?
Area code 956, 221-0961.
Okay. All right, then we'll see you back here on November the 16th at 9:30.
November 16th. Okay, alrighty. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome. Anything else, Mr. Maldonado?
Nothing further, Judge. May me and my client be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Okay,
Honor.
you're welcome. Mr. Jaramillo, what case do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm
Good
here on
morning.
behalf of Jesse Damon Hernandez, CR-20-09-630-I.
Okay, what number is that on the court's docket, sir?
I don't have that information, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let Mr. Moreno know that he also has to give you a copy of that docket, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so can somebody tell me what number that is on the court's docket?
Number 34, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Hernandez, are you present? Jesse Hernandez.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. That's the purpose of our announcement. We were appointed on this case last month where our client had his NSI removed, and we have been unable to contact our client since that last court date, and I don't see him present here on the Zoom meeting
Okay, but he was aware of today's hearing, is that correct?
from that last court date. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Judge, if I may,
Yes, ma'am.
he called this morning, and we gave him Mr. Moreno's office number, and I also provided to him the Zoom information.
Okay. Okay, so Jesse Damian Hernandez, are you on? Okay, so I'll go ahead and give him till the end of the docket, Mr. Jaramillo. If for some reason he comes on, we'll go ahead and let him know of the new status date. But other than that, if I need to, I'll NISI him, okay?
Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
All right, sir, you have a good day.
Thank you. Likewise.
Okay. Attorney Damien Orozco?
Good morning, Your Honor. I am here on number 14 on your criminal docket. That's the state of Texas versus Francisco Alanis, Your Honor, and he should be logged in, Your Honor.
Okay, Francisco Alanis, are you present? Francisco Alanis.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and that is CR 20-03-568-I. Mr.
Correct.
Orozco, have you filed your notice of appearance on that case, sir?
Your Honor, it should be unfiled, and what we filed was a motion for substitution.
Okay.
Mrs. Savannah Gonzalez was originally appointed when this case was back in county court, law number 9, I apologize, in the prior court.
Okay.
And we filed a motion for substitution. This case got transferred to your court in January 2021. We filed for discovery in March. We did receive discovery when it was pending on May 26, and this matter was reset by your court from 8/19 to today, Your Honor. So we're asking for just a little bit of time so we can go over the discovery with Mr. Alanis, Your Honor.
Okay, so then the motion for substitution, did I sign the order already?
It should be, Your Honor. I can verify, and if not, I'll file another one, Your Honor.
Okay, can my staff verify whether I've signed an order for that
No.
substitution?
No, ma'am, the substitution order was filed prior to the case being transferred. We can request it from the clerks if you'd like.
Okay, I'll have that requested from the clerk's office so I can sign the order granting.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
then once you receive that order granting, you'll have to refile your notice of appearance or else the clerk will not remove the
Switch the
name.
notes. We'll do,
Yes.
Your Honor. We'll do, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so are you asking for your next setting to be a status or for a plea?
Your Honor, a status, Your Honor?
Okay, November 16th at 9:30.
Got it, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
That concludes my business.
All right, hold on. Does Mr. Alanis have a device?
Mr. Alanis?
No, I do not have a device.
All right. Okay, then we'll see you back here on November the 16th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes,
My client as well, Your Honor?
yes,
Be safe, Judge. Thanks.
likewise. Attorney Victoria Guerra?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
let's see here, I've got number 5 on your docket, Luis Roberto Rivera Sanchez. Judge, he is online. I've seen him, but the problem is that he does not hear. The only way he can hear me is if I'm yelling directly into his ear. So I'm not sure. I saw him on the second page. Okay, he's there on the second page. I don't know if your lineup is the same as mine, but he's on the second page, the 3rd row, second to the last column. And it has been, I'm going to be honest with the court, it has been very problematic representing him because it's hard to communicate with him.
Okay, well, he's set for an arraignment.
And I believe he has felonies pending. I don't know if the state has any access to that information.
Judge, they're both at intake, Judge.
Okay.
Was this a matter that I could do a waiver of arraignment for him or?
Well, I accept waiver of arraignments on DWIs if there's proof of a some type of alcohol monitoring device.
I'm not sure if he has that proof.
Yeah.
And
So
the
it's gonna
problem,
be-
I don't know how we're going to arraign him because he can't hear. I mean,
Yeah.
right now we're talking about him, but he doesn't understand that we're talking about him.
Okay, I'll go ahead and, wait, Ms. Soto, do you show that he has an alcohol monitoring device?
No, Judge, I checked and there isn't anything on file.
Okay, given your circumstance right now, Ms. Guerra, I'll go ahead and accept of a waiver of arraignment on him without the proof so that my staff can make a notation of that and won't reject it.
Very well, Your Honor.
Okay, so you'll need to bring him in and I guess explain it to him in person.
Yes, I'm going to have to do that. Usually it's with his family there trying to help me communicate with him, but it literally is almost an impossibility to communicate with him. So I don't know, as a lawyer, I don't know what I'm going to do. He doesn't even do sign language and I don't know sign language, but sometimes I can employ someone to help me with that, but he doesn't even do that. So.
Okay. All right, well then I'll have you come back on November the 16th at 9:30 and see if you've been able to make any progress with him.
Very well, Your Honor. I've got 2 other cases on your docket.
Okay, I'm not sure how we'll let him know he's excused, but you know.
We'll communicate with his family to let them know that he can be taken off the Zoom now.
Okay, and what other case do you have?
Eliasad Trevino.
And what number is that?
It's starting with 65. It's 65 and 66, Judge, of your docket.
All right, that's CR 20-00912-I and CR 20-03276-I, State of Texas versus Eliasad Santos Trevino. Mr. Trevino, are you present?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, mainly that all the courts are really pushing to get out the jail cases, and that's what I've been really busy with. So I haven't really had time to address this case yet, these cases. I did get an offer from the state, still needing to go over some video evidence with my client and some of the written documents and evidence that was given to me so that we can explore our options. But I do need more time. If the court would kindly give us the November setting as well, that would really be good.
Okay, let me see how he's doing on his device. Ms. Soto, do you have a report from Mr. Trevino?
Yes, Judge, he has his mobile device with Smart Start, Judge, and I ran the report from the last court to today, Judge, and he has 14 skip tests and 7 late tests.
Okay, Mr. Trevino, the last time that you were here, I had already admonished you for missing tests and skipping tests, sir. Do you recall that? You're on mute.
Yes, ma'am, I do recall that. I started working at the oil field, so sometimes I do work 16-hour shifts. So when I do get a chance, I do do the test, but it's late. But
Look, Mr. Trevino, you need to be able to communicate with the probation office because I'm not going to know that. If you don't communicate that to the probation office, I'm just going to assume that you are disregarding what the court has ordered and that you're not listening to me. And because of that, now you're going to have to pay a fine to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers in the amount of $200. because this is your second admonishment. And that fine needs to be paid within 7 days from today's date. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you need a modification of time and the testing windows, then you need to contact Ms. Soto and make the appropriate arrangements, which means that you have to give her a copy of your schedule, and then we can work with you. But we're not mind readers. So if you don't communicate with us, we're just gonna assume that you're blowing us off.
Even though I do take the test afterwards and it's passed?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, because it's gonna register as late.
okay,
Okay, so you need to communicate with her so those testing windows can be modified to something that's realistic to your schedule.
well, it's because I don't have a set schedule. It's 7 a.m. to, it could be like 12 and next day or 11 p.m. or it's not a set schedule.
Well, it's gonna have to come, we're gonna have to come up with something that's an average, and you're gonna have to do
I
your
could do like
best.
at 12, and that's my lunch at 12 in the,
Okay, you need to discuss it with Ms. Soto, not with me, all right?
okay.
So just make sure that you have your schedule ready and to discuss that. What's the phone number for you?
My phone number is 956-451-1703.
All right, she still has a docket this afternoon, so at her earliest convenience, she will contact you about that.
Okay,
And
perfect.
she will also give you the information to make the payment to MAD within 7 days of today's date.
Okay,
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
all right.
And I have one other announcement, Your Honor. I have a case, and Mr. Trevino, can he be excused?
Yes, I don't think we need anything further on him. Ms. Soto, is that fine?
That is fine, Judge, yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Trevino, you are excused, and go ahead, Ms. Guerra.
Yes, Your Honor. I do have a case set this afternoon. I didn't realize it was set this afternoon. I had it on my morning docket. I guess it was erroneously placed on morning docket. I do have federal court this afternoon with Judge Hinojosa. I have to be there in person. So apparently Mr. Cabrera, and it's not numbered on your docket because it's apparently not on the docket, but he is on Zoom. His name is Roberto Cabrera. Roberto Cabrera, CR 2103794I. If your court could, I think he's on Zoom.
Okay, and what do you want me to do?
I need a reset. He was set for arraignment today, this afternoon, but I can't be here because I'm in federal court this afternoon in person.
And what's his offense?
It is a possession of marijuana case.
Okay, go ahead and just file a waiver of arraignment on him. Is that what the setting was for this afternoon?
Yes, I believe that it has already been filed, and there was an order of waiver of arraignment signed by you on June the 29th.
So what's his setting for this afternoon?
I'm not sure. It says arraignment hearing canceled. I don't know if that means we're still on or, and it says reset by court June to September 16th. That was today.
Could you give us 1 second? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, he's not on the docket for this afternoon. I'm trying to see it online. Cases only 1:00 p.m.
He's on one of the cases, he's on for arraignment on 10/21 at 2.
Okay, I'll make contact with him and inform him of that, Your Honor.
I know that Odyssey does send the attorneys updates, Judge, even if they're not quite accurate. But since we've seen that some of the cases are not matching dates, we'll usually just match them and then reach out to the attorney. So maybe it was a miscommunication on our end.
It's just that my Odyssey, because I have a different Odyssey than what the courts use. It's a
Oh, I
public
see.
Odyssey, and it says on there reset by court to 9/16/21. But I didn't realize it was at 1:30. It doesn't give a time, and I can't be here at 1:30. But I guess it's really mute at this point, or moot. So may I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a very good day.
Okay, you too.
Thank you.
All right, Attorney Eloy Sepulveda.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning,
Judge,
sir.
I'm here on number 26, CR 2106271-I, Felicia Colmero. She should be on, Judge.
Ms. Colmenero?
Yes.
Okay, you need to turn your camera on, please. Okay, all right, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we need some time, Judge. She's applying for the pretrial diversion, Judge. But first of all, she needs to get a driver's license. That's what the DA's office informed me, Judge. So we could at least have a November setting, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Colmenero, do you have to apply for your test, or is this, what process are you taking for your driver's license to be obtained again?
I did the written part, but the driving test, since COVID, it's gonna be the date set for that is October, I think 7.
Okay, so you're taking your driving test on October 7th?
Yes.
Okay. And then hopefully she'll pass that and then you'll apply for PTD?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay,
So we could have a November setting for a status, Judge.
okay. And Ms. Colmenero, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
Judge, it's a Class B, Judge.
Yes, but sometimes it's given as a condition of bond by the magistrate.
Yes,
or
ma'am.
committee. Okay, all right, that's fine. And Mr. Sepulveda, did you file a notice of appearance on this? It's still showing the previous.
Judge, when she came into the office, Judge, she came in when she got arrested, Judge, and she gave me the letter of the DWI. I didn't know there was a lawyer that was appointed. We filed a waiver immediately, Judge, even before arraignment date, Judge. So if you want me to file a motion, Judge, I'll file a motion. It's no problem.
Only because they won't change you.
That's fine. I'll do it, Judge.
So the clerk does need that on file, and then I'll go ahead and request the order to be sent to me. All right, let's come back on November the 16th at 9:30.
Stay safe.
All right, thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
All right, Attorney Hector Bustos.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Judge, I have number 40 on your criminal docket.
Okay, that's CR 1813371-I, Natalia Stephanie Martinez. Is Ms. Martinez present?
She is, Judge.
Yes.
Judge, on this matter, Judge, my announcement is on the court. We could have a trial date.
Okay. Has the state had any contact with the victim?
Judge, we made contact with the victim and she does want to continue with the charges, Judge.
Okay, so then they want to proceed. All right, well, right now I'm not prepared to give you pretrial and trial settings. However, I'll go ahead and have you come back on February the 10th at 9:30, and hopefully by that time I'll be able to give you some dates.
And Judge, if I can work it out before then, I'll try to work it out with the state, Judge.
Okay, other than that, then we'll just see you, Ms. Martinez, on February 10th at 9:30.
All right, thank you, Judge. That concludes my business honorable court this morning. My big excuse.
You certainly may, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Attorney Lydia Mount. Ms. Mount? Okay, Attorney Rick Palacios?
Yes, let me find it.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I apologize, Judge. I don't have a docket number, but I'm standing in on behalf of Eloy Hernandez. The cause number for the record is CR 20-03159-I. The client is named Griselda Hernandez. She is online here at my office on
Okay,
another camera, Judge.
That's number 33 on the court's docket. Okay, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on behalf of Eloy, we're asking just for more time this morning. I'm on this call on his behalf. He's in federal court in person, Judge, and he doesn't have a telephone and wasn't able to make this hearing. So we're just asking this court to indulge him with another setting, Judge. He should be able to get this case resolved.
Okay. November 16th at 9:30.
You got it, Judge. That's all we have this morning until this afternoon's docket, Your Honor.
Okay, We'll see you then.
All right.
Thank you.
Have excused, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. You and your client may be excused.
Thank you.
All right, Attorney Miguel Weiss.
Good morning, Your Honor. I've got number 55 on your docket. That is the State of Texas versus Samantha Yvonne Rios. We submitted the PTD packet. We just need some more time, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 1904117-I, State of Texas versus Samantha Rios. Is Ms. Rios present?
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, and when was that PTD packet submitted, sir?
I believe it was yesterday or day before yesterday.
Okay. Okay, so then I'll go ahead and we're gonna push it out for about 60 days because it's under review. Mr. Nguyen, can you confirm that your office has received it?
Yes, just let me check real quick, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, Judge, we got it, Judge.
Okay, so then it'll be under review. So then I'll have you all come back. Let's do December 14th. And since it's that far out, I'm gonna put you at 1:30, hoping that it's for placement, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Certainly appreciate the time. And please be blessed, you and your staff, and have a safe day.
Thank you. Okay, you and your, Ms. Rios, does she have a device or no?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, then we'll see you then, Ms. Rios. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Attorney Jesse Contreras?
Anna, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I got several cases on your docket, Your Honor. First one being Amanda Sandoval, Your Honor. Amanda Sandoval. This is out of County Court 2, and I believe they transferred to County Court 9. It's an old case, Your Honor. Initially, on Amanda Sandoval, that is on CR. Where are you?
Well, do you know what number it is on the court's docket?
You know, Judge, I don't, and I apologize to the court.
61, Your Honor.
51? Okay.
61.
Okay, CR 1706996-I, State of Texas versus Amanda Sandoval. Is Ms. Sandoval present?
Should be on the
Yes.
line. She's present.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, they extended back in County Court 2 PTD package for her. But for whatever reason, she was lacking certain documents, and I'm hoping that now she's got those documents so we can submit that PTD package, Your Honor. So I'm asking for a short reset so we can submit these documents and see whether or not she's going to be approved or not. She's got no prior history, and that's why she qualifies for that PTD. So again, I'm asking for maybe 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Wind, are you showing that she's still PTD eligible?
Judge, I see that she was her PTD was denied back on January 14th of this year because of a prior and subsequent alcohol-related offense. And because she denied side, that's the reason it's listed here.
So then if they can forward the a plea recommendation, Your Honor, and I'll sign her up and plea her out in 2 weeks from now.
Okay. Mr. Wind, if you can just send over the paperwork on the plea, sir?
Yes.
To Mr. Contreras, and then I'll set her up for October 5th at 1:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Your
Hold on, Ms. Sandoval, do you have an alcohol monitoring device at this time?
No.
Okay. I'm assuming that's because it was prior to the statute.
That's
Okay.
correct, Your Honor.
All right, anything else on her?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Okay, then we'll see, Ms. Sandoval, you are excused. We'll see you October 5th at 1:30.
Thank you.
Okay, and your next case?
Next case is Eduardo Falcon, Your Honor. Eduardo Falcon, CR 18-04210. I.
27, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. CR 1804210-I, State of Texas versus Eduardo Falcon. Is Mr. Falcon present?
Yes, he should be, Your Honor. Yes.
Eduardo Falcon, are you present? Eduardo Falcon? No one's answering by that name. Do you see him anywhere on the screens?
Let me check, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
present, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to be paying attention, sir, or else I can get a nice eye on you. All right, what's your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, we're announcing ready for trial, Your Honor, subject to whatever trial setting that you give us on this case.
Okay, did he pay his donation to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
believe he did. Yes, he did, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Falcon, what date did you pay that?
I don't have the receipt with me. I believe I left it. I sent an email to
Your Honor, I received that email. It was paid in full within the 7 days.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Soto, what is the current report on Mr. Falcon?
Judge, he has his mobile device was sober since. So from August the 23rd to September the 15th, 2021, he had 2 late tests, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Falcon, are you having issues with the testing window?
No, ma'am. It was just a little bit late by minutes. I woke up a little late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you complied with the court's order before and it's not an alcohol violation, I'm gonna give you the warning, okay? But don't be late anymore. Because all it is gonna register late or it'll register missed, and then I'm gonna think that you're just ignoring my order. Okay.
All right.
All right, what's your phone number, Mr. Falcon?
956-330-8073.
But at least it's a vast improvement of before.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, then you're gonna be taking this one to trial, Mr. Contreras?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, will you be filing a motion to suppress anytime soon, or?
I will this month, Your Honor.
Okay. What I'm gonna do then, I'm gonna set you for a status on November the 16th, just so that I can continue monitoring him.
Yes, Your Honor, no problem.
All
Is that
right.
in the morning or afternoon, Your Honor?
At 9:30, sir.
9:30, no problem, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Falcon, we'll see you on November 16th at 9:30, and continue please to have those, continue to test properly, okay?
Alrighty, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Your next case,
Cassandra Camacho, Your Honor. Cassandra Camacho.
okay?
CR 20-02917.
Okay, that is number 23 on the court's docket. And the last I showed was that she's in federal custody. Is she still in federal custody?
Yes, she is, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any update on that federal case?
No, Your Honor, nothing on Ms. Camacho regarding the update as whether she's pled guilty or sentencing phase. I have no idea, but I can see if I can reach out and get that information for the court, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's see where she's at on November the 16th, since you'll already be here on your other case.
Yes, Your Honor, no problem.
November 16th at 9:30. Okay, anything else?
I got Joshua Rocha, Your Honor. Joshua Rocha, that is CR 20-1189-I.
Number 6, Your Honor.
Okay. And that's, and is Mr. Rocha present?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Rocha, can you please announce yourself? Joshua Rocha, please announce yourself. Do you see him on the screen anywhere?
I am looking for him right now. No, Your Honor, I don't see him on the screen, Your Honor, but I can ask him to call in before 12
Okay.
this morning.
Well-
Because he's been showing up all hearings, Your Honor.
Okay, let him know to please log in. I don't know, I mean, I don't anticipate we'll be here any time past 11:30.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sorry, 11:30.
I'll get a hold of him right now.
Okay, but your announcement on that is what?
Just a short reset for a possible plea, Your Honor. Short reset for a plea.
Okay, so you want me to set him up for a plea already?
Yes, Your Honor.
October 5th at 1:30.
And I got one more case before the court, Your Honor.
Okay, and what's your next case?
Abel Barrosa, that is CR 21-00456. Of course, I. Abel Barrosa.
Okay, hold on.
He's number 21, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, and is Mr. Barroso present?
Should be, Your Honor. Yes, he should be. Abel, can you say something?
Abel Barroso? Where do you see him on the screen? Abel
know he's-
Barroso? I don't see anybody by that name.
He did text me yesterday that he had Zoom hearing, so I know he was aware of the hearing, Your Honor. May I?
You can have an opportunity to contact him and then to call in before we finish the docket. Do
Hello?
we have can somebody verify whether he made his donation to MAD?
Your Honor, I believe he's
I
on
did.
it.
Mr. Barroso?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you need to pay attention, sir, or else we're gonna skip
No,
you. and I'm gonna-
I was paying attention.
What is, did you make your donation to MAD?
Yes, ma'am. I paid it on 8/26, 2021.
Okay. And Mr. Contreras, on this case, have you filed a notice of appearance or your motion to substitute? You're on mute.
I will do so this afternoon on the appearance and the motion to substitute as well, Your Honor.
Yeah, or else the clerk isn't gonna show you as the attorney.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand.
Okay,
Your
so
Honor.
then, what is the report on Mr. Barroso, Ms. Soto, please?
Judge, but from the last court date till now, it's no violations, Judge, and he did forward me the receipt that he made payment to Matt.
Okay. Mr. Barroso, continue the good work. Sir, what's your phone number?
956-376-3977.
Okay, and what are we doing with him, Mr. Contreras?
Your Honor, just a short reset if possible, Your Honor. I'm still conducting discovery. It's a fairly new case, 2021. So I just need a little, maybe 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks from now, Your Honor.
Okay, is his next setting gonna be a status?
Status, if we can do that, Your Honor. Status.
November 16th at 9:30.
November 16, Your Honor?
Yes, sir, at 9:30.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have before this honorable court. May I be excused, Your Honor?
You certainly may, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay. Attorney Michael Gonzalez?
Hello, Judge. I got 36 on your docket. Ramiro Inseguirre.
Okay,
Present, Your Honor.
all right, CR 20-05013-I, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we're needing some more time. We need to get some discovery from the state office.
Okay, has the motion already been filed?
The 3914 motion has been filed, Your Honor.
Okay.
What
Mr.
was-
Nguyen,
What
I'm
was the
sorry.
file?
That was
Mr.
filed yesterday.
Okay, so the motion was filed yesterday, Mr. Nguyen, so it may not have been accepted yet.
Okay.
Okay. And Ms. Soto, do we have a report on Mr. Isaguirre?
Yes, she has his device with Smart Start, Judge, and there are no violations, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Isaguirre, what is your phone number?
956-351-0107.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir, continue the good work.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, then let's return for November 16th at 9:30.
You got it, Judge. Thank you. May I be excused?
Yes, you and your client may be excused, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Judge, if I
Attorney.
may. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to ask if I may be excused, Judge. I'd be helping with the motion to suppress in County Court number 2.
Oh, yes, of course, Ms. Guarenia.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Attorney Ricardo Barrera.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 67 and 68 on your docket, and this matter was recently put on your docket because of some alleged violations, and my client is here to address that this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 211482-I, CR 211483-I, the state of Texas versus Edwin Valdez. Mr. Valdez, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Soto, what is the report on Mr. Valdez?
Judge, he has his mobile device with SolarSense, and the report dated from September the 9th to September the 13th. He did have alcohol readings, Judge, on September the 9th, 2021, starting at 10:19 p.m.
And what was the alcohol reading?
It was a 0.05.
How many did he have?
He kept retesting, Judge, and he didn't pass until about 11:30 p.m. Sorry. And I did speak to him, Judge, and he did admit to drinking.
Okay. Mr. Valdez, as a condition of your bond, you understand that you are not supposed to be drinking, sir. And
Yes,
at
ma'am.
least you continue to retest because most don't. So at least you did that. This is your first admonishment, sir. And I'm going to tell you that the next time you need to have 0 violations or else I will consider revoking your bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor.
If I could say something, ma'am.
Hold on.
Oh.
Mr. Barrera, go ahead.
Your Honor, thank you. Just from the court's knowledge, my client has voluntarily joined AA. He has his first meeting tonight, and I'm extremely happy for him that he's taken the step on his own.
I do commend you, Mr. Valdez, that you're doing that, and I do hope that does work out for you. Because if you are part of whether it be, you know, a PTD program or whether it be probation, you would still need to be on an alcohol monitoring device. So I do commend you for taking those steps. Many people do not have the courage to do that, and at least you're doing that for yourself. Now,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
do know you wanted to say something. I would only tell you that you can speak if your attorney allows you to.
Mr. Valdez, at this time, I believe that we should go ahead and just proceed with the court's instructions and come back for another status hearing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So hopefully that does work out well for you. And let's come back on November the 16th at 9:30. And then we'll check your progress at that time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Barrera, anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay, you all may be excused.
Have a good day, Your Honor.
Likewise. Attorney Jose Antonio Solis.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I'm here on number 64 of your docket, standing in for Daniel Sorrells, Miss Dora Tajica, and I did see her logged in a few minutes ago, Judge.
Okay, CR 21-04350-I. Ms. Tajica, are you present?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on this case, I believe she's PTD eligible, but I wanted to ask the state if they had a restitution amount already available.
Okay, Mr. Wind, are you showing that a restitution amount has already been given to you all?
I do, Judge.
And what is that amount?
The amount is $2,065.59.
Okay. Judge, in light of this, I'm gonna ask for a short reset. I want to negotiate, see if there's a way to dispose of this case. If not, we'll go ahead and proceed to a PTD.
Okay, Mr. Nguyen, can you confirm if Ms. Dahika is PTD eligible?
She is, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Solis, November 16th at 9:30.
Thank you.
And stay in close contact with their attorney, Ms. Dahika, and we'll see you on November 16th at 9:30.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, you are excused. Do you have another case, Mr. Solis?
Yes, Judge, I have number 69 and 70, same individual, Mr. Ramon Vargas.
And is Mr. Vargas present?
I saw him earlier. I'm looking for him as we speak, Judge. Let me just-
Ramon Vargas? Ramon Vargas.
I don't see him anymore, Judge. On this case, there's a pending felony out of the same transaction, Judge, and that's been the delay.
Okay. All right, then, Ms. Soto, who are you showing that he has his device with?
He has his mobile device with sober since, Judge, and he did have an alcohol violation on September the 8th of 2021 at 7:53 a.m., Judge.
At 7:53 a.m.
He had an alcohol reading of 0.12.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Solis?
No, Judge, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay. I do need him to get on. I don't know if you want an opportunity to have your staff contact him.
Yes, Judge.
But other than that, for your purpose, you don't have to get on anymore. He does, but it'll be November 16th at 9:30. That's the soonest I have
Thank you, Judge.
on both of those cases. So I'll be waiting for him to check in.
Okay, Judge.
Now, I will be admonishing him. So if he does check in and you want to get back on for the admonishment, I'll leave it to your discretion.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate that.
Okay, any other case?
And I do have last one, number 71, Eduardo Vega.
Okay, Eduardo Vega, are you present?
Judge, my office was unable to make contact with him prior to this hearing. I'm not sure if he's here.
Okay. Eduardo Vega. Mr. Damian, please call out his name 3 times.
Yes, ma'am. Eduardo Vega. Eduardo Vega. Eduardo Vega.
All right. Well, he's not responding, but he has until the end of the docket. Ms. Soto, do you show that he has a device?
I don't have any information on him, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, Judge. I'll be back in a few minutes, Judge. I'm going to try to make contact with them again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Attorney William McPherson.
Judge, I have number 12 on your docket, Blanca Mary Lou Aguilar.
Yes, sir. CR 20-10660-I. Ms. Aguilar, Blanca Aguilar, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, in this case, she has a pending felony. We're supposed to take care of the felony, I believe, at the end of this month on the 30th. And at that time, this case will be taken care of with the felony.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and set it for a status on November the 16th at 9:30, and if it's already been dismissed, it'll be taken off my docket.
Thank you, Judge. That's all we have. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge, and I love your red glasses.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Miss Mount, I had called on you earlier, but I think you were having difficulty.
I was, Your Honor, I apologize. I could hear you, but my computer froze and I couldn't get the audio or video to work. And then I had to shut the whole thing down and get back online. I do apologize.
Oh, that's
but I was
okay.
logged in prior to Your Honor taking the bench.
Yes, I did see that. Okay, and what case?
I have number 32 on the court's docket, Dominic Garcia. He is on the screen. He's wearing a white shirt.
Okay, CR 21-02744-I. Mr. Garcia, can you please announce yourself? Okay. I don't think he's connected to audio, but I do see him. Can
Yes,
you
Your
hear,
Honor.
can you hear me, Mr. Garcia? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, we can't hear you, so something's wrong with your audio, but as long as you can hear me, okay? Now go ahead, Ms. Mel.
On this case, Your Honor, my client was scheduled to appear previously. There was a miscommunication as far as the mail. The mail notifying him of his court date went to his grandmother's house, but he wasn't permitted to go to his grandmother's house, so he didn't get it and he wasn't here. There was a NISI that was issued. I would ask that it be recalled. My client is present on the screen, and we would like the NISI recalled and an opportunity to discuss the case with the prosecutors. So if we could get another court date from this court, that would be very much appreciated.
Okay, the court will grant your request and recall the NISI. All right, and how much time are you asking for, Ms. Mel?
If we could get 30 days, I'd like to look over the discovery and talk to the prosecutor and see what we can't figure out.
Okay, so then you want the next setting to be a status?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, November 16th at 9:30.
November 16th at 9:30. Thank you, Your Honor. That's all the business we have before this court. May my client and I both be excused.
Yes, you both may be excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great week and everybody be safe.
Thank you. Attorney Lily Gutierrez?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number, I apologize. I have 60, 62 and 63 on the docket, and my client, Raquel Smith, is on.
Okay, CR 19-10145-I, CR 19-08040-I, State of Texas versus Raquel Smith, and I did see Ms. Smith present. Okay,
Your
and
Honor,
what's your announcement?
Your Honor, we need a short continuance. We're still waiting on a USB. This is an alleged theft case, and so I imagine, well, I'm hoping that it's recordings of the store where they're alleging this incident occurred.
Okay, has the USB been dropped off at the DA's office?
Yes, Your Honor. It was dropped off on September 13th.
Okay. Mr. Wind, are you showing that you all received it?
Yes, Judge, I do see a USB was submitted. Yes.
And I only ask because sometimes it doesn't make it to be logged in on the state's end. Okay. So then I'll give the state an opportunity to get that uploaded and ready for you.
Very well, Your Honor.
Okay, November 16th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have nothing further before this honorable court. May Ms. Smith and I be excused?
You certainly may.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Okay, likewise. Okay. Mr. Alanis? Okay, Attorney Robert Jackson? Or wait.
Hi, Judge.
Hold on, I think he's, all right. I'll call you right after him. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yes, hello, Your Honor, this is Attorney Noe Alanis. I'm number 53 on the docket.
Okay. It said I was calling you, so I wasn't sure if you were on another hearing. Okay, that's CR 20-00359-I, the State of Texas versus Jose Javier Reyes. Is Mr. Reyes present? Mr. Reyes?
He should be present, Your Honor. I'm not sure if maybe he's under an unnamed phone, but we did verify this morning that he got the meeting ID and was aware of everything.
Okay, Mr. Reyes? Do you see him on any of the screens, Mr. Alanis?
I don't, Your Honor.
Okay. So what is your announcement on the case?
Judge, I was gonna announce for a short reset. I did verify that PTD, unfortunately, he's not eligible for PTD, but they did send me an offer yesterday via email that I would like some time to discuss it with the client.
Okay. That's fine. Do you want the next setting to be a status or set you on the plea docket?
Judge, it could be a status, Judge. And then if we accept, more than likely we will, we can let the court know that it'll be a plea.
Okay, November 16th at 9:30. Ms. Soto, are you showing if he has a device?
I have no record of him, Judge. No.
Okay. Excuse me. All right.
Thank
Then,
you.
Mr. Alanis, he has until the end of the docket to log back in, or else I will issue an eyesight for him, okay?
Yes, Judge, I'll make sure that he logs back in. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Attorney Robert Jackson,
Hi, Judge.
good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, you have Edward Reyna.
Yes, he's right here with me, Judge.
Okay, CR 20-01902-I. All right, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, my client is eligible for PTD. However, he has a ticket outstanding out of Precinct 3, Place 1 with Judge Sonia Trevino. I need to contact Judge Trevino so we can take care of that matter before he can get his license back. Once he gets his license, we can. He should be eligible for PTD.
All right, so I'll have him come back on November the 16th at 9:30 to see if that's been taken care of and if he's applying.
Yes, I will send a message to the judge immediately so we can try and get this resolved. But it's
Okay.
November 2nd, Judge?
November 16th.
16th, sorry.
Okay, and does Mr. Reyna have an alcohol monitoring device?
He doesn't drive, Judge. I think this is
Okay.
his first offense.
It's his first offense? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Then we'll see him back here on November 16th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. You have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Okay, you too. Thank you, sir.
Bye, Judge.
Okay, I know that Judge Ortegon's here on a plea. Mr. Vargas?
Judge, I have a quick announcement, Judge.
Okay,
John Anthony Flores, CR 20-09309. This is a DWI judge, and
what number is that on the court's docket?
29, Judge.
It says this morning, you don't have your cute child with you, so I don't know, I can't catch you that big of a break, okay?
That's
All
right.
right. I'm sorry, what was your Francisco Oscar Caballero?
Oh, I have him too, Judge, but I'm withdrawing from his case, and he's an eyesight from the last time he.
Oh, okay. So who's the client that you said right now? I'm sorry, Mr. Nguyen, what number?
29, Judge.
Oh, 29.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, CR 20-09309-I, State of Texas versus John Anthony Flores. Is that the one, Mr. Vargas?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and is Mr. Flores present?
He should be.
Yes, Judge. Yes.
Okay, all right. And what's your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on Mr. Flores's case, we're trying to recall an eyesight. He couldn't get out of work. I believe it was last court hearing. We called right away to request this setting. As far as the case goes, Judge, we're still waiting for the USP. We submitted it, I believe, on the 31st of August. So we haven't gotten a call back yet for the pickup of the USP.
Okay. Did you file a motion to substitute and a notice of appearance yet?
On Mr. Flores?
Yes. Because I'm showing another attorney.
My understanding is that I've been on since the beginning, Judge, but if not, if need be, I'll file whatever I needed.
Well, the only reason is because since they're showing another attorney on here, the clerk won't change it unless y'all file a motion to sub. And then I'll sign the order granting, then you still have to file a notice of appearance, and then they'll change the name. So the previous attorney that's named is Emanuel Espinosa.
Yes, Judge, I see that I did file a notice of appearance, Judge, so I'll go ahead and I'll file a motion to substitute and have
Okay.
Espinosa sign off on it, Judge.
Okay, so Mr. Nguyen, are you showing the USB has been received by your office so that you can submit the digital evidence?
Yes, ma'am, but I also see that we also email attorney saying that the USB is ready to pick up. I'm not sure if it was sent to his predecessor or him or not.
Okay, it may have been sent to the previous attorney. So Mr. Vargas, that USB is now ready for you to pick up.
Sounds good, Judge.
Okay,
Have a
so
recommendation.
I'll give you an opportunity to review that and I'll have you come back on November the 16th at 9:30.
And the, can we have the NICI recall, Judge?
Yes, the court will grant your request and recall the NICI.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Soto, are you showing if Mr. Flores has a device?
Sorry, Judge. Yes, he does have his mobile device with safety check, Judge, and report from August the 1st, 2021 to September the 15th. He had 2 missed tests and 3 late tests.
Okay, Mr. Flores, this is your first admonishment. You can't have any missed tests or any late tests. If you're having an issue with the testing window, because I do see that you're out either on a construction site or something. So if your hours of work don't allow you to test during those windows, you need to contact Ms. Soto so that we can modify those times, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what is the phone number for you, sir?
956-540-3272.
Okay, Ms. Soto still has an afternoon docket. At her earliest convenience, she will contact you.
All right, ma'am.
Okay?
Will that be it?
Yes, that'll be all on you. You are excused.
All right, thank you, ma'am. You have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, so Mr. Vargas, you want to take up Mr. Caballero next?
Yes, Judge.
All right, 20-02361-I. State of Texas versus Francisco Oscar Caballero.
Good morning, Judge Daniel Vargas on behalf of Mr. Caballero. This gentleman is a NICI judge, and I think that we've lost contact with him, and I think there already is a NICI on this case.
Okay, then, hold on. Let me go ahead and take it in steps. Can my staff verify whether or not a NICI has already been issued on Mr. Caballero?
Yes, ma'am. NICI was issued August 27th. of this year.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Vargas, were you appointed or retained?
I was appointed, Judge.
Okay. And did your motion to withdraw, was it sent to the last address that you have for your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So the court will grant the motion to withdraw and allow you to withdraw from this case, and I'll have the next person on the wheel be appointed.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
That's all I have for today. Judge, may I be excused?
You certainly may.
Have a good day.
Okay. Attorney Billy Chapa.
Good morning, Judge. I have 2 matters before the court this morning.
Okay. Is that your new office, Billy?
Not my office, but Mr. Gonzalez's office, yes.
It looks nice.
It is nice.
Okay. What is the docket number?
Number 25, Andrew Clausen.
All right. And is Mr. Clausen present?
He is. He's wearing a blue
Yes,
shirt.
ma'am.
All right. That is CR 1809901-I. And what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I believe the state has an announcement on it as far as violation.
All right. Mr. Nguyen?
Yes, Judge, for this one, the defendant was placed on PTD back on March 30th of this year, and we will be filing a removal of the PTD once we come to terms with all the probation requirement that's going to be replacing it.
Okay. And the reason for removal?
Judge, from what Ms. Soto told us, that the defendant was tested positive for cocaine. I believe Ms. Soto could elaborate.
Okay, Ms. Soto, what is the report on Mr. Clausen?
Your Honor, this is the second admonishment before you, Judge. For the report dated August the 6th, when he had his drug patch put on, Judge, I did receive a result positive for cocaine use. His first admonishment before you, Judge, was back on April the 15th of 2021, when he had a positive reading on his mobile report. You ordered him to pay $100 to MAD, which was paid, Judge.
Your Honor, and I understand at some point, and I don't know if this is still the situation, if the state was going to recommend screening for SATF for him to stay on PTD. I don't know if that's still the situation or whether or not they're just flat out recommending removal.
That is correct, Judge. That was our condition for him to keep on the program PTD if he was going to be screened for SATF, and if he was, accepted SDAF, he was going to complete that during PTD.
Okay, so are you gonna have him screened, or are you just gonna file the motion to remove?
Well, from what defense counsel told me, that he works out of county, so he can't be screened for SATF.
Your Honor, if I may, Judge, he did report yesterday to probation for the assessment. The results did indicate inpatient. He does have his screening appointment today with SATF at 1 o'clock, Judge. At that point, though, we determine whether or not he qualifies for inpatient treatment.
Okay, so Mr. Chapa, are we moving forward with his screening today at 1?
Your Honor, can the court recall the case so I can briefly confirm my client?
Yes, no problem. I'll recall, just let me know when you're ready.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Ortegon, before we move on with your plea, let me just see if we have anything else that's quick. We still
What's
have
that,
too
Judge?
many. I said, before we move on with your plea, let me see if we have anything else that's very quick. Okay, Attorney Juan Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor. I have one matter before the Honorable Court. It's Abel J. Barroso, CR-21-00456-I.
Okay, Mr. Barroso, they already made an announcement on that case.
Did he retain counsel, Judge? Because I'm court appointed, and if they did, I guess they could substitute me out.
Yes, I already ordered Mr. Contreras to file a motion for substitution and his notice of appearance.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Yes, sir. May I be excused?
you certainly may. Attorney Savannah Gonzalez? Attorney Savannah Gonzalez? Okay.
Your Honor, that's my lawyer. I'm
Okay.
present.
Okay, she may be in another court then. Okay, Eduardo Ramos, take off your hoodie. Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Joshua Rocha. Mr. Rocha, can you please turn on your camera?
I'm right here.
Okay. Mr. Rocha, you need to return here on October 5th at 1:30, okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just needed to make sure that you logged in and were present. All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Attorney Jose Osuna?
Morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. Your Honor, I fear that when I got on earlier, I disrupted the court, so I apologize for that. I accidentally unmuted myself. I have Mr. Mario Aquino, his name, it's number 16, CR-21-03900I. Your Honor, we requested reconsideration for the drug court program, but have not heard back. I don't know if Mr. Nguyen has any updates.
Okay, well, is your client present?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Aquino, will you please unmute yourself and acknowledge the court?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Nguyen, do you show whether or not you have a response for the reconsideration?
Yes, Judge, we saw that the defendant was approved for PTD on one and approved for DWI court on the other one.
Yes, sure.
Okay. So, but he applied for drug court, not DWI court?
For some reason, I see well, there are DWI cases, Judge, right?
I know. Okay, Mr. Osuna, do you want to clarify?
Yes, Your Honor. In any instance, we are hopeful at the end of the day, all Mr. Aquino wants is to get rehabilitated. I'm confident that the state and I can figure that out, work it out, and be ready within 30 days. We would just ask for 30. That way it gives us plenty of time to figure that out.
Okay. November 16th at 9:30. Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Aquino?
Yes, Judge, he has his mobile device with safety check, Judge, and there are no violations.
Okay, keep up the good work, Mr. Aquino. Okay, I'll allow y'all time to figure it out. At least you know he's approved for something. So just decide which avenue you guys want to take, okay?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Aquino, can I get a phone number for you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. It is area code 956-784-5940.
Okay, all right. If nothing further, Mr. Aquino, you are excused.
All right, thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. You have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, and any other case, Mr. Osuna?
Yes, Your Honor, we have number 56 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Jose Ruben Rocha Martinez. It's CR 19-00140I.
Okay, Jose Ruben Rocha Martinez, are you present?
We do not see him, Your Honor. We do not anticipate his presence. Mr. Moises is also an attorney on this case, and he's also been unsuccessful in trying to reach Mr. Martinez. I wasn't sure if he had already made an announcement on this case, but we aren't anticipating his presence, Your Honor.
Okay, so you said that Mr. Rocha Martinez, he has another misdemeanor pending in my court?
Yes, Your Honor, and Mr. Moises Flores is the attorney on that case.
That's the other one's number 38, Judge.
I'm sorry?
The other one's number 38.
Oh, number 38, okay. Were you making an announcement on both? Oh, well, the NISI was granted already, so there's nothing much we can do.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, the NISI's already been granted on both of those cases, so we just need to wait and see. If you do make contact with him, contact our office so we can set you back on the docket.
Yes, Your Honor, we sent him letters, so hopefully he reaches out to us.
Okay, anything else, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, we have number 20, CR 20-08088I, State of Texas versus Huberto Avila. Mr. Avila is on. Mr. Avila, can you unmute yourself and acknowledge the court, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Avila. Your Honor, this case is no longer contested. I had the opportunity to staff it with the interim chief. We are extremely optimistic that we're going to reach a deal. We would humbly ask to be put on the plea docket at the court's earliest convenience.
October 5th at 1:30.
And I do believe that those are all my cases. Actually, we have number 57, Your Honor, CR 20-06009I, State of Texas versus Arnulfo Rodriguez. That case shows us, but it's actually Mr. Munoz's. I wasn't sure if he had an opportunity to make that announcement.
Okay. Mr. Munoz had logged in and I think he logged back out.
Yes, sure.
So, but when he does come back in, we'll go ahead and address that. I think he was going to file a motion for substitution and his notice of appearance, but I'm not sure if they've already done that or not.
Yes, Your Honor. Other than that, Your Honor, we have nothing further.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
You
Your
have a
Honor.
good day.
You too, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Chapa?
Yes, Judge, I'm ready to proceed.
Okay, let me go ahead and recall that case. That's CR 18-09901-I, and that's number 25 on the court's docket. Okay?
Your Honor, I've confirmed with my client, he would like to be screened for SATF. I don't know if the court would set us for a brief continuance pending those results. I'm not sure how long the screening is taking nowadays.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you know more or less if the screening is today at 1, how much time do you think we'll need in order to know whether he was accepted or not?
Judge, I'll find out by tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So it's not that, okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and, because of the violations, I'm gonna squeeze them onto the September 30th docket. And so we can see what we're gonna do. So it'll be September 30th at 9:30.
Yes, Judge. Your Honor, I also have one other matter before the court.
Okay. Mr. Clausen, we'll see you on September 30th at 9:30, sir. Just make sure you're on time for your appointment this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, okay. Which other case, Mr. Chapa?
I have number 1 and 13 on the docket, but I think he has another number on the docket. Pedro Aguilar.
Okay, Pedro Reina Aguilar, is Mr. Aguilar present?
Judge, he's pretty good about signing on. He's normally under iPhone.
Pedro Aguilar. Do you want an opportunity to contact him?
Reached out to him, Judge. He said he was going to be online.
Well, he has until the end of the docket before I issue an ISI.
Very well, Judge. I'll reach out to him. He does have he has 3 cases. 2 of them are set for arraignment today, Judge. I don't know if the court prefers to arraign.
I am here.
Oh, okay. He's saying. Okay. He's raising his hand. He's right there.
Yes, Judge. He does have a DWI with a .15. I don't know if the court will accept the waiver on that. I think he is currently on a alcohol device.
Okay, Ms. Soto, are you showing any reports for Mr. Aguilar?
I don't have any information, Judge, on the mobile device.
Okay, Mr. Aguilar, do you have an interlock device or a mobile alcohol monitoring device?
No,
You don't have either.
no.
Okay, so then I'll need to arraign him right now. Okay, and what about his, let me see, that's. Mr. Aguilar, raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, sir?
Yes,
Okay, in CR 21-09086-I and CR 21-09087-I, the state of Texas versus Pedro Aguilar Jr., is that your true and correct name, sir?
yes,
Okay, you're before the court charged with duty on striking an unattended vehicle. That's a Class B misdemeanor, and driving while intoxicated with a blood alcohol level of greater than 0.15, which is a Class A misdemeanor. A Class B misdemeanor carries a potential penalty of up to 6 months in Hidalgo County Jail and a $2,000 fine upon conviction. A Class A misdemeanor carries up to 1 year in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand the range of punishment for each of those offenses, sir?
yes,
Has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
no,
Counselor, in speaking with your client, do you find him to be competent and able to assist you in his own defense?
Competent and able to assist, Judge.
All right, then the court will find that Mr. Aguilar is competent and able to assist you in his own defense and enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf on each of those offenses. Okay, so are you going to try to work out these cases all 3 together, or what are we doing?
Judge, I haven't gotten with the state on that. I would ask for a 30-day continuance so we can start that process. I'm still on these new cases as well, I believe.
So on CR 21-09087-I, it is the order of the court, Mr. Aguilar, that you are to obtain a mobile alcohol monitoring device within 48 business hours of today's date. Mr. Aguilar, what is your phone number?
956-373-0516.
Okay, sir, your probation officer is Ms. Connie Soto. Ms. Soto does have an afternoon docket. At her earliest convenience, she will contact you and give you a list of vendors. You are to pick one of those vendors so that you can get that mobile alcohol monitoring device. You only have 48 business hours. Do you understand that?
Ma'am, I don't have a vehicle.
It's a mobile alcohol monitoring device. You're gonna have it in your hand. So you need to find a ride to get to one of those vendors, okay?
Judge, if I may.
So, yes.
Judge, the defendant has another DWI currently at intake. Another one.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll set you up for status on all those 3 on November the 16th at 9:30, and let's see if that DWI at intake is already processed by that time.
Yes, Judge.
Now, Mr. Chapa, were you all appointed or retained?
Routine, Judge.
Okay. So that way you can be on the lookout for that one so you can discuss it with your client.
Very well, Judge. And I don't think a notice of appearance was filed. It should have been filed this morning. If not, it'll be filed by the end of the day, Judge.
Okay. All right, then. Anything else?
I have nothing further, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Mr. Aguilar, you may also be excused. Okay, Attorney Juan Zamora.
Judge, Attorney Juan Zamora is in another court, and I mean, if you can just recall his name, that'd be really helpful.
Okay, Attorney Savannah Gonzalez.
Good morning, Judge. I think you may have called me. I apologize. I was on multiple Zooms.
It's okay.
I've got a whole bunch of them on your docket. Let me start with number 15, Margarita Alvarez, Judge.
CR 1913074-I, and is Ms. Alvarez present?
She is. I think she's been waiting on me for quite some time. Ms. Alvarez, can you unmute yourself and turn on your camera, please?
Margarita Alvarez.
I think it says Galaxy A21. Ms. Alvarez, is that you with the mask on your chin? That looks just like her. Ms. Alvarez, can you hear us?
No, because she's not connected to audio.
Judge, on this one, if the court will allow me, without her being connected, she's supposed to get, or rather, the state is asking for an AMP plus victim testimony and an anger management class for dismissal. I don't have confirmation that that AMP has been done or that the state has been able to communicate with the complaining witness. If either Mr. Nguyen or his counterpart could confirm that.
Okay, Mr. Nguyen, do you show if an AMP was filed?
Judge, we tried to reach out, make contact with the victim, but we weren't able to make contact with him. So at this time, we're requesting a bench trial, Judge.
Okay, so when is the next setting for a bench trial? I think we can do the 18th.
2 days from now?
No, November 18th. Sorry, that's the soonest I have.
Okay, just perfect.
At 9:30, November 18th at 9:30 for a bench trial.
Got it. Okay, Judge. And I'll get word to Miss Alvarez, Judge, so that we can get that date to her.
Okay.
Judge, just for confirmation on that one, are you asking us to appear in person or that will be via Zoom?
No, that's via Zoom.
Got it. Just making sure.
No,
Perfect.
I won't be in person till, I don't know, to be honest.
Thank you. I'm not ready to go back, just
Yeah.
given the numbers.
Well, now the new variant is in town.
Yeah. We say it like it's the comadre nobody wants to visit with.
Exactly. Okay, your next case?
Number 33, Judge, Brian Ibarra.
Morning, Judge, I'm here.
Okay, that's number 35 on the court's docket, CR 20-01313-I. Okay. And Mr. Ibarra, where are you, sir? Oh, there he is. Okay.
I'm right here, Judge.
And what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, we have received discovery. I am requesting confirmation that Mr. Ibarra is a PTD POM candidate, and if so, if paperwork can be sent over for him.
Okay, Mr. Nguyen, do you show if Mr. Ibarra is a PTD POM candidate?
Judge, he's not, Judge.
Okay.
Okay. Then in that case, if we can get a recommendation from Mr. Nguyen, and if not, otherwise we'll set it up for MTS or whatever's appropriate.
Okay, Ms. Gonzalez, go ahead and email Ms. Huerenia and ask her for a recommendation. And we're losing Mr. Nguyen to court 4. Today's his last day with us. So we're picking up Carlos Ramirez with Ms. Huerenia. So that way you can ask Ms. Huerenia for a recommendation.
Got it. We'll take care of that, Judge. Good luck to you, Mr. Nguyen.
Okay,
Wait,
so
Mr.
then we'll go
Ibarra?
ahead. Hold on, let me give you November 18th at 9:30 for a status on Mr. Ibarra.
Perfect. And if we can work it out before then, Judge, I'll get the paperwork going.
Let me know. Mr. Ibarra, you are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Likewise. Okay, your next case?
Number 73, Judge, Salina Ochoa Villanueva.
Yes, Ms. Villanueva is present. She did check in with the court. Okay. And that is CR 20-02176-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, we've submitted an affidavit of non-prosecution to the felony prosecutor. They are considering this for a dismissal. If the court can reset us, Judge, I'm thinking that all of the charges may be resolved based on that A&P.
Okay, that'll be November 18th at 9:30.
Judge, if I may,
Yes.
Judge, we were a bit confused about that one because it's an unlawful carry of a weapon. I don't know how an A&P would be applicable to the situation.
So what it is just for background, Miss Ochoa Villanueva's partner, spouse, I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, subsequently called law enforcement after a domestic dispute and accused her of carrying the weapon while she was intoxicated. It's kind of just a domestic issue that got out of hand, Judge. He has since clarified the story in the felony, and they are likely considering it for dismissal, including this charge as well, Judge.
Okay. All right, so November 18th at 9:30. Hopefully that's enough time.
Perfect.
Okay, Ms. Villanueva, you are excused.
Thank you so much, Judge. Have a nice day.
Likewise.
Thank you, Savannah.
Number 52, Judge.
Okay, CR 21-02994-I. Eduardo Ramos Jr. Is Mr. Ramos present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what's your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, he's got, I believe, 2 felony drug offenses pending indictment. If we can get a reset on this one as well.
Okay. So
Or maybe
there's still
one indictment with 2 charges, Judge.
So is it still at intake?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Then we'll do, do you want to come on the 18th or do you want me to set it further out?
Judge, I would defer to the state how long non-jail indictments are looking like.
I don't know if Mr. Nguyen would know.
I don't know, Judge.
Probably the later setting, Judge. I know if they're not jail, they're not really getting priority at this point.
Okay, we'll do December 16th.
Got it.
At 9:30. Okay, and Mr. Ramos, you are excused, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, your next case?
Next one, Judge, is number 48, and I believe he has number 47 as well, 47, 48.
Okay, that's CR 20-01278-I and CR 20-01279-I, State of Texas versus Daniel Pequeño. Is Mr. Pequeño present?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Chatting with me earlier. There we go.
Okay, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, let me double check. I think we've got recommendations for everything. We just need plea paperwork, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so the last time at his last hearing, he was incarcerated for a DWI. Did that offense stick or?
Mr. Pequeño, did?
Judge, if I may.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Judge, we see that the plea document was emailed back in July 12th, and he also has a new misdemeanor as intake, Judge.
Okay, so it's just at intake. Okay, are you going to wait for that new misdemeanor to be indicted, or are you taking care of these 2 cases separate and apart from that?
If the recommendation for the original charge still applies, Judge, which was 180 over 8 months plus a theft class 10 CSR and a $200 fine on the, I believe that was on the theft of property, then they were willing to dismiss CR 20-01279. If that still stands, Judge, I think we can still take care of this one. They're totally unrelated.
Okay, what does your plea paperwork show, Mr. Nguyen?
Judge, we will need to review the new misdemeanor once it comes in, Judge. We'll request it to be expedited, so we'll review it, and we'll make a decision then.
Okay, you faded out. I didn't understand what you said. Okay, so.
I said that, sorry.
Go ahead.
I said that we'll wait for that new misdemeanor to review it, and we'll see what the recommendation states, Judge.
Okay, but she's saying these two don't have anything to do with that DWI. So if the plea that you sent her or that you had originally offered is still with the 180/8, the 10 CSR hours, and the theft course, plus it'll give it, and the dismissal on the evading arrest, then they want that paperwork.
Right, and
But now you're saying you all do not want to plea out on those two until the misdemeanor is processed?
well, if, I mean, we'll take a look at it, Judge. I mean, because I'm not sure if it affects on the, the recommendation or not.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, then we'll just come back on November the 18th at 9:30 on those, and then you can stay in touch with the state and see where they are with that DWI at intake and how they're gonna proceed on their recommendation, Ms. Gonzalez.
Okay, Judge, we'll do that.
Okay. And then, Mr. Pequeño, then you are excused, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, and your next case?
Next one, number 73 and 74, Judge, same defendant, Enrique Villarreal.
CR 21-04917-I, CR 20-07667-I, State of Texas versus Enrique Villarreal. Is Mr. Villarreal present?
Mr. Villarreal, can you turn on your camera and unmute yourself? There we go.
Okay, he's on a
Job
that's
site.
fine. He's on a job site. Okay, go ahead.
Judge, on this one, we have received everything from the state. I am requesting a little bit more time to confer with Mr. Villarreal, given that it is a DWI and it's a rather lengthy recommendation on probation. Actually, no, this one is 1 year. I'm sorry, I was looking at another one for 2 years. So on this one, they're recommending 1 year probation and then dismissal of the subsequent charge. If I can get a couple more weeks, Judge, just to confer with Mr. Villarreal, and then hopefully we can work it out.
Okay, and does Mr. Villarreal have an alcohol monitoring device? Ms. Soto, do you show anything?
I don't, Judge, no.
Okay, so then do you want your next setting to be on the plea docket?
I believe so, Judge, that would be fair.
October 5th at 1:30.
10-5 at 1:30.
Okay, Mr. Villarreal, just stay in close contact with your attorney and we'll see you October 5th at 1:30, sir. I don't know if we can hear. All right.
Mr. Villarreal, give us a thumbs up if you heard the date.
Oh, no, I had you on mute. I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor, I got that.
Okay, October 5th at 1:30, stay in contact with your attorney, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You have
All
a
right.
great day.
Likewise, sir, you're excused. Okay, any other case?
One more, Judge. Number 14, Francisco Alanis.
Okay, I have that a motion to substitute is being filed by Mr. Damian Orozco.
Yes, Judge, that's what I had as well. Was that granted?
Yes, he needs to submit the order. We're requesting the order though.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
Judge. After that's signed, may I be excused from this case?
Yes, you may, ma'am.
Thank you. And I believe, Judge, that was about 60% of your docket and concludes all of my business.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise, Judge. Take care.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Juan Zamora.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
The first case I've got is Esau Romero, CR 21-00125I.
Okay, do you know what number that is on the court's docket?
Judge, I don't, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Number 60, Judge.
60, okay.
Judge, he was having trouble logging in. He works in the oil and gas industry and couldn't get signal from his work site. We are asking for more time. He submitted his PTD application. I think it's just pending a UA.
Okay. When do you think he'll have his UA done?
Judge, as soon as we've got a plan for the next time he comes in, get the letter so that he can go take it. I would say he works 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, so the court could give us a setting, maybe a status in 30 days, Judge.
Okay, the earliest I have is November the 18th.
That works, Your Honor. At 9 o'clock?
At 9:30.
9:30.
Ma'am, I think they log in, but it's like slow.
Okay, are you Mr. Romero?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so make sure that you stay in contact with your attorney as soon as you come into town because you have to do your your urine drug test, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I could go tomorrow. By tomorrow, I'm already here.
Okay, just contact Mr. Zamora so he can make arrangements for a letter to be submitted to him and he can give it to you, okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So November 18th at 9:30 for Mr. Romero.
Perfect, Judge. Then I have
Okay.
Mr. Omar Nieto, CR 1909-539.
Okay, Mr. Romero, you are excused. You can return back to work.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, that's number 44 in the court's docket. Mr. Nieto, is he
I'm right here.
present? Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, the same. We're waiting on a felony to come in. It's been a while now, and he hasn't been indicted on it yet.
Okay. Mr. Wind, are you still showing that the felony is at intake?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So he also has CR 1909539-I and CR 2007262-I. Okay, so I'll have him return on December the 14th then,
At
and
9:30.
see if by then they've indicted the felony. So December 14th at 9:30 on all three of his cases.
Perfect.
Judge, if I may, Judge, Connie Soto, the probation, you had originally, when you first saw him, ordered him to have the drug patch for 60 days, Judge. I do have the results, if you'd like to hear the results, Judge.
I was gonna ask if I had placed him on one because of his multiple violations for drug. Okay, go ahead.
So the first 3 drug patches, Judge, indicated he was positive for cocaine and marijuana. The last one, which was collected on July the 27th, was negative for all drugs.
Okay. So I'm assuming you still had something in your system when we first started you on that, right? Okay, so I need one more negative test before I'll consider taking him off, Mr. Zamora.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when is he due to get the results for the patch, the next one?
Judge, you would have to get a new one on, Judge, because you only advised me to get it for 60 days, which is 4 patches in total.
Okay, then I need, you need to report Mr. Nieto so that you can get the new one on, and if it's negative, I'll remove that requirement from you, okay?
Okay,
And what's your phone number?
it's 832-946-1189.
Okay. All right, if it's negative, we'll bring you in sooner so that I can remove that condition from him.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, okay. If nothing further, then Mr. Nieto, you are excused.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, do you have another case?
One more, Your Honor. I've got CR 21007020I, State of Texas versus Linda D. Claros.
Okay, and is Miss Claros present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, I think we're just, we filed the PTD app and we're just pending whether she's going to be accepted or not, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Wind, are you all showing that it was received on your end? I want to make sure that you all got it.
Yes, Judge, we have received it back on August 25th, Judge. So we need additional time to review it, Judge.
Perfect. Okay. You can come back on November the 18th, Mr. Zamora. If you receive word that she's been accepted and she's ready for placement, let us know and I'll move you to the 1:30 docket. But other than that, it'll be November 18th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, Sergio Sanchez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. You have Kevin Lee Acosta.
Yes, ma'am, Judge. He's got multiple cases.
Now, is Mr. Acosta present today?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, that's CR 20-08285-I, CR 21-03250-I, CR 21-03251-I, the state of Texas versus Kevin Lee Acosta. So, Mr. Sanchez, are you also representing him on the assault cases?
Judge, I think that's something that Mr. Acosta and I need to discuss. I haven't been retained on those cases. I'm asking just for a reset on, well, the three that I'm on.
Okay, well,
and I
he
want
has a total, okay, he has a total of 3 cases, unless I'm missing one, but I have you on one. I have you on the unlawful carrying a weapon.
Yes, Your Honor, and I may have misspoke, Judge. 3 total. I do represent him on the first arrest.
Okay.
And I need time to visit with him on the new matters, Judge.
So he has an ISI that was granted. Are you asking for that to be recalled at this time?
Yes, ma'am, I am on whichever case that's for, Your Honor, or
Okay.
all of them.
I'll grant your request and the ISI will be recalled on his 3 cases. All right, so Mr. Acosta, you need to visit with Mr. Sanchez because right now you don't have an attorney on the other 2. So either one, you have to decide whether you're going to hire Mr. Sanchez on those 2, or 2, you're going to represent yourself, or 3, if you are in a different financial situation and are needing a court-appointed attorney so that we can appoint one to you, but you will need to put on some testimony to see if you are considered indigent. I'll give you an opportunity to discuss it with your attorney. So I'm going to have you come back on November the 18th at 9:30 for all 3 of your cases, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not going to receive any other notice. So this is your only notice for November 18th at 9:30, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so if nothing further, you are excused, Mr. Acosta. Okay, Mr. Sanchez, do you have another case?
Judge, I think that's all I have with you, Your Honor. Good day.
Okay, thank you, sir. You have a good one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Schreiber, do you have were you waiting on defense counsel?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, I was waiting on Mr. Alvarez.
Okay, we haven't heard from Mr. Alvarez this morning. Usually, believe it or not, he's the first one on usually.
Yeah.
So I'll have my staff contact him and see if he'll be making an appearance today.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so let me see. All right, Mr. Ortega, I'm guessing we're ready for your plea.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you have Lorena Gandaria?
Yes, Judge, and she should be on.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Is the state ready?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Ms. Gandaria, will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, you may lower your hand. In cause number CR 17-12598-I, the state of Texas versus Lorena Gandaria. Is that your true and correct name, ma'am?
Yes.
You're being charged with driving while intoxicated, a Class B misdemeanor. A Class B misdemeanor carries a potential penalty of up to 6 months in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand the range of punishment that you can receive for that offense of which you are charged now?
Yes.
You have a right to an attorney and a right to a trial by jury. You can waive one or both of those rights by signing a written document with the court. Did you have an opportunity to review that with your attorney, ma'am?
Yes.
Did you understand that when you signed that, you were waiving your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Then the court will accept your waiver of trial by jury. Ma'am, has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No.
Counselor, in speaking with your client, do you find her to be mentally competent and able to assist you in her own defense?
I do, Your Honor.
Then the court will make a finding that she is competent and able to assist you in her own defense. Ma'am, do you understand that if the punishment that I assess does not exceed what is recommended by the state, that you will need this court's permission if you decide to file an appeal?
Yes.
Okay. Do you further understand that I do not have to accept the recommendation of the state, ma'am?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
In CR 17-12598-I, the state of Texas versus Lorena Gandaria, to the offense of driving while intoxicated, a Class B misdemeanor. How do you plead, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Then the court will accept your plea of guilty as being freely and voluntarily given. I will call for state's evidence at this time.
State offer plea document and offense report as State Exhibit 1. Notification and certification of defendant right of appeal at State Exhibit 2. Waiver of Article 39.14 disclosure at State Exhibit 3. Waiver of risk and need assessment at State Exhibit 4. The pretrial diversion packet at State Exhibit 5. State would also request defense counsel to stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court, and to stipulate that the evidence has been filed as sufficient to incorporate plead guilty.
No objection, Your Honor. No objection. We so agree to stipulate to venue jurisdiction, and we further stipulate to the evidence.
There being no objection from defense counsel as to the exhibits are hereby admitted and approved. In CR 1712598-I, it is a judgment of the court, ma'am, that you are guilty as charged. However, Ms. Gandaria, you are asking to be placed on the pretrial diversion program. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Then the pretrial diversion program is a contract that you're entering into between yourself and the state of Texas. And you're agreeing to comply with certain conditions of the pretrial diversion program. In exchange, the state is agreeing to dismiss the charges against you, provided that you successfully complete the program. Did you understand the terms and conditions of the program as explained to you by your attorney?
Yes.
Were there any terms and conditions of that program that you cannot realistically meet?
No.
Okay, Mr. Ortegon, at this time, are you asking for any consideration on any of the requirements of that program?
Yes, Judge. The first one on condition G, Your Honor, my client lives in Bexar County. Is that right, Ms. Gandaria?
Yes.
Not in Hidalgo County, so the court can waive condition G.
Okay, that'll be granted.
And Judge, the other is if the court can grant our motion to remove the garden interlock, and maybe the court can write on there to install the mobile device as required by the program.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Ms. Gandaria?
Yes, Judge, she does have her interlock device, and for the past 6 months, Judge, there was no violations. And Judge, if I may, since she lives in Bexar County, will the defendant also be allowed to report by mail?
Yes, defendant will be allowed to report by mail for so long as she is residing outside of Hidalgo County.
Thank you, probation.
Okay, then the rest of the conditions and the recommendation I will follow. Ms. Gandaria, what is the phone number for you?
956-448-4550.
The court will grant defense counsel's motion to remove the interlock device, and you will be ordered to obtain a mobile alcohol monitoring device within 48 business hours.
And Judge, further, there's no court-appointed attorney fees. I'm doing this pro bono.
Okay. Now, by the 48 business hours, Ms. Gandaria, it'll be from the time that I sign the order, because you can't switch out unless I sign the order, and I'm not going to punish you for that. Okay. So I'll make sure that it's within 48 business hours from the signing of the removal order to place you on the mobile device, if that makes any sense to my staff when they do the judgment. Okay. Then the court will approve the pretrial diversion program placement. And what is the next setting for her, Ms. Rivera?
I don't believe Ms. Rivera's on, ma'am.
Oh, that's right. Her dog chewed up her Ethernet cable.
Oh, no.
It's
gonna be a 1 year, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's the 1 year date from today? Let me see.
It's going to be September 20th, I believe, ma'am.
Hold on.
2022. And Judge, she's had the garden interlock for practically 4 years.
Yes, it'll be September 20th. Now, how long, Mr. Nguyen? This is a 1-year PTD, right?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, well, 2 years, but with if she comply with everything within a year, then we could remove her, dismiss her within a year, after the year.
So, Mr. Ortegon, her 1 year is going to be, she'll come back on September the 20th at 9:30, September 20th, 2022, okay? Now, at the 1 year, if she's complied with everything and she's gonna be, she'll be released from that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, then good luck to you, Ms. Gandaria, and I'm sure that you'll be successful on this program.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Judge,
Okay.
is there any way we can get the vendor for the interlock system?
It's
I believe.
Smart Start.
Smart Start, thank you.
Okay, anything else on Ms. Gandaria?
No, Judge, not from the defense.
Okay, then you all have a great day. Thank you for
Thank
your
you,
patience.
Judge. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. All right, Marcelina Martinez, who is your attorney, ma'am?
Jorge Munoz.
Okay, I can somebody contact Mr. Munoz and see if he will be logging in? Do I have Abel Farias present? Abel Farias. Carlos Manuel Fuentes. Carlos Manuel Fuentes.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, sir. Have you contacted your attorney, Orlando Jimenez?
Yes, I sent them a text and I sent them the Zoom information.
Okay.
I don't know if he's responded back or not.
Well, he hasn't responded to us, so if I can have somebody call Mr. Jimenez and see if he's getting on, let him know that his client has been waiting for him, please. Okay. And Rito Molina. Rito Molina. Rito Molina.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, we're just waiting for your attorney.
Yes, ma'am. I haven't heard from him at all since the last time we talked, miss.
Okay. Let's see if he gets on, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Christopher Charles Moreno. Christopher Charles Moreno. All right, Mr. Munoz, can you hear me?
Yes, Judge, I can hear you, Judge. I'm trying to get my video to start.
Okay. Before we move on with Marcelina Martinez, sir, have you heard from your client, Adolfo Rodriguez?
Judge, we did make contact with him, Judge. We did let him know that he had court today. He was set to come into the office, Judge, to do Zoom from here, but he did not show, Judge.
Okay, let me go ahead and call his case, CR 20-06009-I, CR 20-21441-I. So, Mr. Rodriguez, he did report to the probation department. He had a conversation with Ms. Soto and let Ms. Soto know that he was having a hard time in his life right now and he is going through depression. And he did stop testing. Now, to me, mental health is very important. And I don't want to pressure him. Not that I don't want to pressure him, it's just I don't want to punish him. You know, because depression can be so debilitating on a person that it just stops you in your tracks.
Right.
Where you can't even move, get out, or I don't even know if he's working right now. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to bring him in and have a good conversation with him because at some point I need to obviously hold him responsible. And he was doing so good about appearing in court. I do recall that he was testing. I mean, he had some issues. We worked him out and he was doing good about reporting to court. And I noticed that in the last couple of times, he hasn't made himself available. So when somebody participates as much as he has and then just drops off. That's why I was telling you that I don't know if his health was compromised, but it is his health in the sense that it's his mental health.
Right, Judge.
So, I want to give you an opportunity to discuss that with him. So I'm going to give you a recent date of November 18th at 9:30. And I mean, obviously he has violations because he hasn't been testing, but talk to him and let's see what we can do. If we need to stop this case, let's stop it, assess him. Maybe you can have him. I mean, I don't know, you're going to know better than me.
No, I
So
will, Judge.
just bring him in and see what he says.
Senator, to call you, right?
Okay.
Already did.
So, Mr. Munoz, you do have, I believe Miss Marcelina Martinez is ready for a plea.
Yes, she is, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Martinez, please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can lower your hand and CR 1914624-I in the state of Texas versus Marcelina Hernandez Martinez. Is that your true and correct name, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, you're before the court charged with theft of property of greater than $100, but less than $750. That's a Class B misdemeanor. A Class B misdemeanor carries a potential penalty of up to 6 months in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand the range of punishment that you can receive for the offense of which you are charged now?
Yes.
You have a right to an attorney and a right to a trial by jury. You can waive one or both of those rights by signing a written document with the court. Did you have an opportunity to review the document with your attorney before signing it?
Yes.
And did you understand that by signing that document, you were waiving your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No.
Counselor, in speaking with your client, do you find her to be mentally competent and able to assist you in her own defense?
Ms. Martinez is competent, Judge.
Then the court will make a finding that Ms. Martinez is competent and able to assist you in her own defense. So do you further understand, Ms. Martinez, that I don't have to accept the recommendation of the state?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
And ma'am, do you also understand that if the punishment I assess does not exceed what's recommended by the state, you'll need this court's permission to file a notice of appeal?
Yes.
Then in CR 19-14624-I in the state of Texas versus Marcelina Hernandez Martinez to the offense of theft of property of greater than $100 but less than $750, a Class B misdemeanor. Ma'am, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Then the court will make a finding that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily and will accept your plea. I will call for state's evidence at this time.
State offer plea document and offense report as stated exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant right of appeal as stated exhibit 2, waiver of article 39.14 disclosure as stated exhibit 3, waiver of risk and need assessment as stated exhibit 4. State would also request the defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and to stipulate that the evidence has been filed is sufficient to corroborate plead guilty.
Okay, any objections?
No objection, Judge, so stipulated.
There being no objections from defense counsel as to the exhibits are hereby admitted and approved. Ms. Martinez, we're now moving on to what's considered the sentencing phase. So this is where the state is going to tell me what they recommend, okay? So I just need you to pay attention and make sure that this is exactly what you agreed to, okay?
Okay.
So in CR 19-14624-I, the state of Texas versus Marcelina Hernandez Martinez, it is a judgment of the court, ma'am, that you are guilty as charged. What is the state's recommendation? And just go slow because I don't have it on my docket, okay?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
Judge, the state recommends $100 fine, court costs, 180 days in Hidalgo County Jail, probated for 9 months, a theft course, and 20 community service hours.
Okay. Any questions or requests on behalf of your client, Mr. Munoz?
Judge, I'm just asking the court to consider giving her time to pay the fine and court costs and possibly waiving the community service hours, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Martinez, are you employed full-time?
No, I'm disabled.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to waive the 20 CSR hours. I'm going to give you, I'm also going to waive the fine and the court costs. The rest of the recommendation I will follow.
Perfect. That's all I have this morning, Judge. May I be excused? May she be excused?
I just need a phone number for her.
Oh, yes, Judge. Your phone number, Ms. Martinez?
956-683-5146.
Okay, well, good luck to you, Ms. Martinez.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Alvarez, you do have your client on, Rito Molina.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in another court, Mr. Alvarez?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good
I'm
morning,
in-
sir.
I think I'm in 3 courts this morning.
I figured, I said, usually he's the first one with his hand up.
I'm on 41 and 42 in the court's docket, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 20-08405-I and CR 21-02968-I, State of Texas versus Rito Molina, and Mr. Molina is on Zoom via phone. He's already checked in.
And this is just a status conference on the trial, Judge.
Okay, does the state have an announcement on this?
Not on ours, Judge.
Okay, so Mr. Alvarez, you'll be asking for a trial setting on these 2 cases?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then I'll have you all come back on February the 10th, 2022 at 9:30. And hopefully by then I'll know where we're at
Yes, Your
on
Honor.
jury trials.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I only had one case. How come I have 2 of them now?
You might want to go ahead and contact your attorney's office. And because you do have 2 cases that are showing right now, sir.
Well, I don't understand that because I've only been charged with 1 case, miss, and I done did 50 days on that case. It was a misdemeanor complaint, miss.
Okay, you have an arrest date on one of March 13th, 2021, and an arrest date on the other of March 29th, 2021.
I'm gonna use his phone number.
Your Honor, but I only been arrested 1 time, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Molina.
Yeah,
That's
Mr.
okay.
Alvarez, you may want to talk to him about that.
Yeah, just give me your phone number and I'll call you right now.
Nobody has called me though. I've been
Okay.
waiting. My number.
What's your phone number, Mr. Molina?
I don't even have a phone. I'm homeless, Judge. This is my uncle's number. 956-278-1116. I mean, I just want to get this stuff over with. I mean, I've been dealing with it for like about 4 months now.
Okay, well, go ahead right now, stay on standby on that phone, and someone from Mr. Alvarez's office will contact you shortly. Okay?
Ma'am, man, this is not my phone though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm tying up my uncle's phone.
Okay, sir, you're on it right now. So just stay on it for just a few more minutes. Someone's going to contact you from Mr. Alvarez's office. Just be on standby, okay? He'll probably call you within the next few minutes, okay? So don't turn the phone over yet. Don't turn the phone
So
over
don't
yet.
turn it off.
No.
Just leave it on.
Just hang up from here, hang up the call, and then that gives Mr. Alvarez's office an opportunity to contact you, okay? So you're
yes,
excused. So you're excused,
Thank you,
and
ma'am.
you can end the call and they'll call you.
Thank you.
So when's my next court date?
Right now, it's February the 10th, but you can get it done sooner. Talk to Mr. Alvarez, okay?
February 10th. I mean,
Okay. Mr. Baez, Ballesteros?
Yes, good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir. You're here on Vicente Eduardo Rodriguez?
Judge, I think there's a little bit of confusion.
Okay.
The attorney for Mr. Vicente Rodriguez on this misdemeanor case is Roberto Mesa. I represent him on the felonies.
Okay, well, I have on the possession of marijuana of less than 2 ounces. I show that a waiver of arraignment, I believe, I thought that was filed by your office.
It is, Judge. I'm sorry. I apologize. On one of the misdemeanors, we represent him, and on the other one, Roberto represents him.
Okay, so Mr. Mesa on CR 20-3625-I is telling Mr. Rodriguez that he no longer represents him on that, but I don't have a motion to withdraw on file. So I don't know if he will, were you hired, or were you retained or appointed?
I was appointed, Judge, and I, just to be efficient, I can get appointed on them. I would just advise the court that I'm not on the misdemeanor wheel, but I have no problem in representing Mr. Rodriguez on the other misdemeanor since I'm representing him on the felony and the POM.
Okay, well, since you were already appointed on the other one, I'm gonna go ahead and have Mr. Mesa removed on the CR 20-3625-I and have you appointed on that. Mr. Rodriguez, do you have any objection?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so then I do show that he has some felonies that are pending. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
That is correct, Judge.
Okay, so I'm going, since these are non-alcohol violations, I'm gonna go ahead and set you out to December the 14th on both of those cases. And that way, that'll give you an opportunity to discuss with him. You know, well, we'll see if the felonies get indicted between now and then I guess you can decide what it is that you're going to do.
The felonies are indicted, Judge, and we're working on them. We had our arraignments on the felonies yesterday.
Okay.
But on the other misdemeanor, Judge, the one that Mr. Mesa represented, Mr. Rodriguez, should we have the arraignment on that, or would you like us to submit a waiver since we only submitted it on the POM?
Okay, clarify for my staff, was he already arraigned on the violation of the protective order?
Judge, we couldn't get clarification. It had shown that.
Oh,
we
you
had an
couldn't
arraignment
get,
last year.
that's right. We couldn't get clarification whether or not he had been arraigned, but he's already on, so let me just arraign him very quickly if that's fine with you.
That works, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then in CR 20-3625-I, State of Texas versus Vicente Eduardo Rodriguez, is that your true and correct name, sir?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, then you're before the court charged with violation of a bond or protective order, which is a Class A misdemeanor. A Class A misdemeanor carries a potential penalty of up to 1 year in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand the range of punishment that you can receive for the offense of which you are charged, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you also have a right to trial by jury, and you also have a right to an attorney. You can waive one or both of those rights by signing a written document with this court. Did you have an opportunity? Oh, I'm sorry. Why am I doing a plea admonishment? Never mind. Has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Ballesteros, in speaking with your client, do you find him to be mentally competent and able to assist you in his defense?
It is my opinion that Mr. Rodriguez is competent, Your Honor.
Okay, then the court will make a finding that Mr. Rodriguez is competent and able to assist you in his own defense and enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Judge, may?
Oh, wait, yes.
Judge, the state requests that the defendant stay with the victim.
Okay, that'll be granted. No harmful contact with the victim.
Understood, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Have a great morning.
Thank
Afternoon.
you, likewise. Okay, so then
Can I be excused, ma'am?
Yes, Mr. Rodriguez, you are excused.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Likewise. Okay, who is on iPhone? iPhone?
Carlos Fuentes?
No, I see yours,
I'm
but
sorry.
there's somebody else on an iPhone. Who's on iPhone?
Jose Javier Reyes.
I'm sorry, what's your last name, sir?
Reyes.
Okay, who is your attorney?
Noel Alanis.
Okay, yes. You were supposed to check in. He did make an announcement on your behalf. Let me get that for you. Does anyone recall what number that was on the court's docket?
Number 53, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right, sir. You do need to stay in contact with your attorney because you were not eligible for pretrial diversion. So your next setting is on November the 16th at 9:30. So contact him to see what your new options are, okay?
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, sir. Before you get off, do you have an alcohol monitoring device, sir?
No, I do not, ma'am.
Okay. All right. All right. Stay in contact with your attorney and we'll see you at your next setting, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
This Galaxy A21 is not connected to audio and she is Savannah's client. So, okay, going back and reviewing, okay, I have number 28. Mr. Fuentes, we're already at the end of the docket, sir. So if he doesn't come on within the next couple of minutes, we're gonna have to give you a new setting.
Yes, ma'am.
And
He said, I did text him right now and he was in another Zoom meeting and he was gonna notify the court.
well, we haven't
right now,
received
but I don't know.
anything from him. Okay. And then, so I have number 34. I have number 43. I have number 69, same defendant for 70, and then 71. Those are all the ones I have. Okay, Mr. Damian, please call out those names 3 times.
Yes, ma'am. Abel Farias, Abel Farias, Abel Farias. Jesse Damian Hernandez, Jesse Hernandez, Jesse Hernandez. Christopher Charles Moreno, Christopher Moreno, Christopher Moreno. Ramon Rodriguez Vargas Jr., Ramon Rodriguez Vargas, Ramon Rodriguez Vargas. Eduardo Ramiro Vega, Eduardo Vega, Eduardo Vega.
Okay, what does the state say of these no-show defendants?
State requests that a judgment outside be granted, a case is issued, all bonds forfeit for all no-show defendants.
Okay, that'll be granted. Okay, I'm gonna call CR 1907017-I and CR 2007579-I, State of Texas versus Carlos Manuel Fuentes. Let the record reflect that Mr. Fuentes is present. However, he doesn't have his counsel with him. Can someone just verify while he is present? Did he make his donation to MAD?
Your Honor, if I may, I did speak to him and he advised me that he was unable to make payment due to paying bills, and he would make the payment on Friday, September the 17th. His report from the last time he was in court until yesterday had no violations, Judge.
Mr. Fuentes, can you verify to the court, are you making that payment to MAD by Friday?
Yes, ma'am. Tomorrow, I will be making that payment.
Okay. Make sure you give a copy of that receipt to the probation officer and to your attorney. But you do
Yes,
have
ma'am, I
your
will.
violations, so keep that up, sir, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's your phone number?
956-706-2997.
Okay, let your attorney know that your new date is November 18th at 9:30 a.m.
I will let them know, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Have a nice day. You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, that concludes this morning's docket. Let me see. I don't know if she knows. Okay,